If we could replace the bottom 10% of our leads with better performing leads, that would equate to over $1 million of additional revenue in just the first quarter. This is what a client told me after delivering their project. In this video, I want to go over what that client's starting point was, the problems they were facing, the steps that we took to solve those problems, and the main results that the client got from that project. So let's dive in. Nate was steering the ship at a direct-to-consumer e-commerce business that had a high-ticket and highly customized product that took 3 to 4 weeks to sell. There was a large increase in inbound leads over the last quarter for them, and their team of 20 salespeople was having troubles keeping up with all of those leads. They were even working 12-hour days just to reach out to every lead. Nate knew he needed to make a change, and to do this, he reached out to us, Capital Data Analytics, to utilize our data science experience to build him something to prioritize those inbound leads. When Nate reached out, I quickly realized that in order to prioritize these inbound leads, what we needed to build was a propensity model. The idea of a propensity model is it can score these inbound leads and tell you which of these people are likely to purchase from you. Once you know if the lead is likely to purchase, you can then treat that lead differently in your sales funnel. So let's dive into the steps to actually deliver on this propensity model and the results that made Nate so ecstatic. So there's 5 main steps to us delivering this project. The first step is onboarding. In the onboarding phase, as with any project with CDA, we lay out the exact timeline and milestones for the project for the client. The second step was data creation. For this specific project, we used Nate's HubSpot CRM data to pull in fields about their leads, such as how they answered their qualification survey, their zip code, and their email address. We also added our own proprietary mix of data to this data set to help supplement it and make it better for the modeling process. The third step was model development. In model development, we take all of the data that we collected and cleaned and we put it through a statistical process that then creates a scoring algorithm known as propensity model to help score these leads. The fourth step is integration. It's great that we now have a model that can score leads, but it's useless unless we can actually incorporate it into Nate's software. What we did was we provided the score to HubSpot using calculated fields, which would then create an automatic score for each new lead that was entered into HubSpot. Additionally, there was a feedback loop created with Google Ads using our model score combined with the average customer value to create a lifetime value metric that was fed back into Google Ads. This would allow Google Ads to help target their leads better. The fifth and final step was see the results. So what were the 3 main results that Nate saw from this project? The first was enhanced ad targeting. Feeding that LTV score back into Google Ads through using the propensity model combined with average customer value allowed Google to create better targeting. The results that Nate projected were the quote that was at the beginning of the video, which basically means if they can replace the bottom 10% of leads created through that Google ad targeting with higher performing leads, Nate was projecting that that would increase their revenue by $1 million in just the first quarter. The second result that Nate received was a streamlined qualification process. Prior to implementing the model, the sales team would reach out to new leads and try to qualify them. This extended the sales cycle and also made it less enjoyable for the client. Now with the model, they knew exactly where the lead stood coming in the door and did not need to do an extra qualification process. The final positive result for Nate was a customized sales funnel. The bottom 10% of leads were put through an additional qualification step that did not require the sales team to reach out to them. This allowed them to streamline the sales funnel process to put the low converting leads into a different funnel, which would then prioritize those that were actually likely to convert. All in all, this eliminated a lot of extra work on the sales team and allowed them to focus on the leads that were likely to convert. Let's summarize what we went over in this video. Nate had a problem of increased inbound lead flow that his sales team couldn't handle. To prioritize those inbound leads, he reached out to CDA, who built him a propensity to buy model. This propensity to buy model delivered 3 main results, which were better targeting inside of Google Ads, which would lead to an increase of revenue, a streamlined sales process that put low converting leads into a different funnel, and better qualification of leads. If your company is struggling with a large increase of inbound leads and you're struggling to prioritize those leads as they come in, click the link in the description below to find out more about propensity modeling and how it might be right for you.